Hello, this is Manesh Patel from Ichimoku Today is March 11th, 2014. This is a bi-weekly Ichimoku analysis for the global markets, where we're going to cover everything from Europe, then transition over to Middle East, Asia, and then North and South America. Okay, normal disclaimer here. Just to state, this is for education use only. We're not soliciting you to buy or sell any particular instrument. If you do so, you're doing that at your own risk. All the charts you're going to see today are pretty much from eSignal. Here's our contact details here. You can call us at any of our office locations worldwide here. You can also email us here or go to our website, ichimokutrade.com, where you can access any of our free videos, multiple time frame email alerts, heat maps, and other various trading tools that are available for everyone. Okay, so let's go straight to eSignal. And as normal, let's start off with Europe. We'll start off with Ireland. That's been a big scenario trending this year. If you look at Ireland, this has been one of the currencies that, one of the instruments that's been trending. You can see it broke the resistance here, 65.08, that we had laid out last in February, and still going up. It got to 6,800, which is a nice even number. It's kind of bounced off there. Now we're kind of looking for a pullback to about 64.81, and at that point we'll be able to see that it does have a minor support level around 6,600. The resistance is going to be around 67.36, and minor support is going to be around 64.81. But Ireland is one of the instruments that's trending really nicely in Europe, and you can see that as we go for the rest of them. In the UK market, it's really not doing anything except consolidating between 68.79 and 66.52. So there's nothing really exciting going on there at all. It is still bullish, so it is a bullish consolidation pattern, and will be bullish until it could get below this cloud here. But we don't really see that in the near-time future at all, because in order for it to go bearish, it's got to close below 62.40, which is a drastic move that has to happen within a couple of weeks. The German market is still bullish trending. It's getting a little consolidation at the top right now. It kind of broke a minor support around 64.32, and it's kind of gone below that. If you look here, the next support is going to be around 89.36, but this is consolidating, so it's kind of making the bullish trend kind of a little weak. So this may undergo a pullback sooner or later, but right now this is still very strong, and it won't go through a pullback unless it could break 9,000. So remember, this is still bullish even though it's consolidating. So the bottom of the consolidation pattern is going to be around 9,000, and the top is going to be roughly around 9,800. So you still could do a pairs trade with going long Germany and kind of short UK market, and you can still do that. Paris, if you look at France here, it did break the resistance of 43.31.61. It looks like it's slowly trying to get to 46.63, which is its next resistance level, but it's kind of topping out here. It's got to hold this support level here. If it does, then it's got a high probability of going up. If it doesn't, then it can sit there and make a move to the next support level, which is at 42.41. If it breaks that, then it will go for a major pullback around to about 4,000. Switzerland. If you look at Switzerland here, this is bullish trending, but it's kind of consolidating here at the top. It's stuck at the resistance at 84.73. Support on this guy is going to be 81.40. Iceland was trending very nicely bullish, and then all of a sudden it stopped and kind of reversed. It's now at what we call a counter trend support level, which is at 380. It's got to hold here. If it doesn't hold here, it will have a high probability of getting down to about this level right here, which is about 370. The resistance on this guy is going to be about 391. But we do feel like it's going to hold here at 380 and then start making a move to 390, because the probabilities are more towards the bullish side in this support level holding right now. Baltic, really doing nothing except consolidating. This is bullish trending, but it's consolidating at the top. Resistance on this one is about 637. Support, which it kind of broke last week, is about 620, but we need a confirmation this week. But the bottom of the range of the consolidation patterns is about 600, but this is consolidating, but it's bullish. Denmark here, if you could see Denmark, kind of looked like Ireland a couple of weeks ago. This is booming. It's just going up. It's gotten to 720. I think the nice even number will be about 750. Support on this guy is going to be about 673 and 644. That was Denmark. Next is going to be Finland. Finland here is getting a little top heavy. It's still bullish trending, but kind of stuck at the top right now at 74.95. The next support is going to be about 71.96. Norway, you can see bullish trending here, kind of a little hiccup here, a little pullback here, but this is still very, very strong, believe it or not. The support on this guy is going to be 604, resistance is going to be 619. Belgium, you can see Belgium's kind of like a little like Denmark right now going up. However, it did have a couple of hiccups here where it did some pullbacks here. Not bad pullbacks at all, kind of minor to medium pullbacks, but this is still going on very strong. Notice how it just broke right through the 3,000, nice even level, and went to 3,100. And so this thing's still going up higher and higher. The support on this guy right now is about 29.79. So Denmark and Belgium are kind of leading the bullish trend, and then Ireland in the Europe type of region over there. Sweden is also bullish trending. A couple of hiccups here where it did some pullbacks here to the support level of 1282, but did break the resistance at 1350 and holding it as a support. So this can have the ability to keep on going higher. It does have a high probability, believe it or not, this for it to get to about 1400 by the end of this year. So we'll have to see where it ends up. Netherlands here is bullish trending, but still kind of getting a little top heavy here too. Support for this guy is going to be about 387. Resistance is going to be 407. Spain is still slowly moving up nicely. It's still bullish trending. Really hasn't gone for a major pullback right now. Support it's holding is 98.81. Resistance, of course, is going to be around 10,000. I would say about 500 is the resistance. But this thing is still going, and it will still continue its bullish trend as long as it holds a support around 98.81. Greece, you could see here is trending too, and it's going to 2,000. It'll make the 2,000 very easily, probably this month or next month. So it's shooting up there very nicely up there. Support on this guy right now is going to be about 1864 and then about 1792. But Greece is doing good, kind of recovering back. Portugal here is moving up drastically. You can see the huge moves that it's gone. It's approached 15,000, broke it by 84 points, and continuing its movement up here. So Portugal is moving up too. So it's interesting how the countries that were pretty much weak, Greece, Portugal, Italy, and here's Italy, are pretty much booming right now compared to Germany, France, and UK, which are kind of stalling out in their bullish trends. So back to Italy here. Italy got to its resistance now at 20,789. So it's at a major resistance right now. Support on this one's going to be about 19,871. Next is Austria. Austria here is really not doing anything except in a consolidation pattern between 1420 and 2688. Czechoslovakia, really not doing anything either. It's consolidating between 957 and 1036. Hungary, here you could see it was consolidating here. It had a support around 17,818. It broke that now, so it did break the consolidation pattern. It's still not in the bearish trend, even though the daily looks like it. The long term isn't. It needs a pullback, and we need to kind of see what happens with the pullback to determine if this is a fake little breakout here where it's just going to form another consolidation pattern with a lower support, or it's going to actually start a trend to the downside. But Hungary did sit there and break the support, and it's moving down really well right now. Poland, really not doing anything except consolidating between 2320 and 2618. Romania, it's bullish trending. It's holding the support around 61. Let's see, what is this value? 61.63. Resistance is 69.96. So where do we go? Sorry, lost my place. Slovakia. Really, let's go to Slovakia here. Nice little bullish movement up here, gapped up. It broke the resistance that we had laid out around about 202, and it's gone to 222. Looks like it possibly could get to about 300 by the end of this year, but we'll have to see what's going on there. Russia here, as you could probably know from the news, it was doing a consolidation pattern, broke the support at 31.17, actually moved down to this next support, which is right around where it's at right now, closed today, right around 2,800. So if it holds a support here, all this did was move down from one consolidation pattern to the bottom, which is the master one on there. South Africa. South Africa is still bullish trending, holding its support at 10,336, but it's continuing its journey upwards, but it's holding it very well. Next is going to be Turkey. If you look at Turkey, really not doing anything at all. It's now starting to show a possibility of, this was a major pullback here. This pullback could actually turn into a trend reversal. If it could break 36.77, then it definitely will start into a trend reversal and start to move all the way back down, and possibly can get back to 3,000 and get break it there. But we got to see. But right now it's stuck between 36.77 and 4,200, so we got to wait and see what happens there. Israel. Here you could see this was a medium pullback here. It's actually retested the high 58.07 and looks like it's trying to get back to 6,000. When it gets to 6,000, it'll be interesting to see exactly what happens there. Will it sit there and break it, or pretty much sit there and hold it and then reverse from there? Saudi Arabia, no hesitation at all. This thing's still going up and up and up. No pullbacks at all in this thing. It's just going up in a straight shot. Possibilities of getting to 10,000 now is going to be very high by the end of this year. Dubai here has gone straight shot up, but last couple of weeks a little weakness here, not much. The support right now is 38.79, but Dubai is still very, very strong too. Abu Dhabi, a couple of weeks, a little pullback here, but still very strong. Support is going to be 47.10 on this one. Bahrain is still going on very strong. It looks like it's got to 1,400, and if it keeps the momentum still strong on this, believe it or not, to a point it actually could sit there, go to 1,500, and may even eventually get to 2,000 by the end of this year. So it'll be interesting to see. Kuwait really not doing anything except consolidating between 1069 and 1100. Oman is pretty much doing good, still bullish trending, showing some signs of weakness here, and you could kind of see this is a little weak here because of the pullbacks it keeps on experiencing compared to Saudi Arabia, Dubai, and Abu Dhabi, which are being straight shots up. But support on this one is going to be about 69.71. In Qatar, here this is a straight shot up with a couple of weeks of profit taking here. Support on this one's going to be about 11.38. So if you look in Europe, basically you got very, very strong. Ireland still strong. Denmark was strong. Spain, Greece, Portugal, Italy are still going on very, very strong. So you know, those are the strongest there. Middle East, Saudi Arabia has pretty much moved up drastically, as you could see from this chart here, and no signs of even pullback for the last 2 weeks, whereas Abu Dhabi and Dubai have shown some little signs of pullback. So Saudi Arabia right now is pretty much moving, showing more signs of bullishness compared to any other country in the Middle East right now. So now let's go over to Asia and analyze the Asia market. China, if you remember, we're bearish to about getting to support at 1059. We're almost there now. Resistance is going to be 2247, but the 2059 is basically the bottom of the consolidation pattern. It does have momentum where it possibly can break that and come to 2000 and break that 2000. So keep an eye on exactly what happens here at 2059. It does have the momentum where it could possibly sit there, go lower, and break that level. Hong Kong really not doing anything except consolidating between 21,587 and about 23,000, let's just say. Korea really not doing anything except consolidating between 251 and the middle of the, I would say, minor resistance of the consolidation pattern is 258, but the top of the big consolidation pattern is going to be about 272, but really not doing anything at all. Japan, which is pretty much bullish trending all last year. This year you could see it's finally going for a pullback. We're now seeing the first signs of a major pullback that's starting to occur. It kind of pulled back to about 14,000, held it. It's at a major resistance level right now, it's about 14,754. Next resistance level is 15,153. If this thing can sit there and hold these resistance levels, if it holds them, this thing will sit there and pull back even further and may even possibly pull back to about 13,000. If it we get above these resistance values here and here, then we have a possibility of retesting the high and continuing the trend going up. Malaysia, well, something wrong with the charts there. Let's ignore that one for now. Indonesia, really not doing anything here. As remember, this is a bullish trend. This is a pullback here. This is now showing signs of basically retesting the high. So the probabilities are becoming really high now of sitting there retesting this high at least by the end of this year at 5,200. Reason why the support at 43.19 got held. The minor support right now is 45.46. So definitely look for Indonesia to retest the high at 5,200. Thailand was bullish trending here. This is a major pullback here. This will be a major pullback as long as the 1202 gets held. If that gets broken, then this is going to turn into a trend reversal. But right now, this is slowly starting to move up. You got a support right now, which is kind of really still at. The next support is going to be about 1274 that has to hold. Resistance is going to be about 1454. Philippines. If you look here, this is just one ugly looking chart. It's bullish trending here. This is a major pullback, believe it or not. This has not trend reversed into bearish sentiment at all. As long as 3510 gets hold, this is going to be a major pullback. If the 3510 gets broken, this will turn into a trend reversal. The resistance is it's going to next have to conquer is going to be about 4,005. Vietnam. Pretty much you could see, if you remember here, we were bullish up to this resistance level. It's kind of broken that resistance level, broken this one, and actually got to a third one now. So we now have pretty much broken the resistance level and gone all the way to 26,000. It'll be interesting to see now what happens here, because this has done that in a very, very short amount of time. This still has have a lot of bullish momentum where, believe it or not, it can get up to 30,000 by the end of this year. So we'll have to monitor that and see what happens. India here, a lot of people were pretty much not been trading the markets in India at all. Not sure why, and it's due to elections, but this is the best time to, believe it or not, trade the markets. And remember, we said as long as the 20,201 support gets hold for the Sensex, this is going to be bullish. And because that was the bottom of the consolidation pattern, even though this is a bullish consolidation pattern, resistance was 21,248. We have pretty much broken that resistance now, and we pretty much came all the way up to 22,000, hit it and bounced off there. But this is bullish momentum going into the elections right now in India, and it'll be interesting to see how things happen there. A lot of people have pretty much been on the sidelines as far as trading that market, and it'll be interesting to see if they participate now or not. Australian market. We're kind of hanging around the resistance at 54.10, which is the top of the range. The bottom of the range is roughly around about 50.50 is the support. New Zealand, if you look here, New Zealand here, you can see this thing is still booming, going up. Support right now is about 49.53, but New Zealand market is still booming and starting to go up. So if you summarize your Asia here, you could kind of see that like a lot of these small Southeast countries like Indonesia, Thailand, Philippines have gone for their major pullback. They're bullish, but they've gone for their major pullback, and they're slowly trying to make their way back to retest the highs. India pretty much have broken the resistance and starting a bullish trend here. Korea, China, pretty much not doing anything at all. New Zealand, Australia is not doing anything at all, except hanging around its support. Japan pretty much is undergoing its first major pullback after the nice big bullish trend for last year. So that pretty much sums up Asia right now. So let's go over to North and South America. Let's start with the US. If you look at the Dow pretty much is butted. It's getting back to the resistance level of 16,588. So that's going to be its first major resistance level it's going to run into again to retest the high. You can see the S&P has broken the resistance level, making new all-time highs. It's broken 1850 and pretty much on its journey up to 1900. NASDAQ here you could see is strongest of all the three markets so far. It's broken the resistance level of 3533 and looks like it's trying to take its journey all the way up to about 3,800 and possibly can do 4,000 by the end of this year. So NASDAQ is pretty much leading the markets, the US markets, then the S&P, and pretty much the Dow after that. The Canada market here is bullish trending here. As you can see, it got to the major resistance of 14,288, which is the resistance level it's at right now that we've marked in the last couple of weeks. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly what happens here. And you can see from the daily, kind of a little hesitating here, but really has not gone for any profit taking at all. So we have to wait and see exactly what happens to the Canada market. But this is very strong bullish, believe it or not. Mexico. Here you could see here this was a pullback here when it broke the support level around 40,808. This no longer is a pullback. This now is going to turn either into a consolidation pattern where the bottom of the consolidation pattern would be 38,013 and the top is going to be roughly around 43,000, or this is going to turn into a trend reversal. So we'll have to see what happens with Mexico in the long-term picture. But it lost its chance of pretty much being bullish, retesting the high due to the downward movement it's gone through in the last couple of weeks. Argentina still bullish trending, believe it or not, consolidating here at the top. It's basically at a major support of 5710, resistance to 6006. Santiago, Chile, here is pretty much going down. It's in a nice little bearish trend right now. It's doing a little pullback right now. Gotten to its support is going to be 3551, and the major resistance is going to be roughly around 4,000. And lastly, Brazil pretty much have retested the bottom as we predicted here. Now I'll be interested to see exactly what happens with Brazil right around the 45,000 level. If it breaks that, this thing's going to take off to a whole new level down. If it holds there, then this is going to enter a consolidation pattern where the top of the consolidation pattern possibly can be about 53,789. So that's it for this week. If you summarize everything in Europe, you pretty much had, Ireland is still very strong, Denmark, then you've got Spain, Greece, Portugal, Italy are still going on very, very strong. Then in Middle East, Saudi Arabia has not gone for any pullbacks the last 2 weeks, whereas Dubai and Abu Dhabi have. So Saudi Arabia is kind of leading temporary right now, the bullish movement in Middle East. And then if you come over to Asia, nothing really going on with China, Hong Kong, Korea. Japan is going for its first major pullback. It's still bullish, but going for its first major pullback. Indonesia, Thailand, Philippines are pretty much they finished their major pullbacks and they're starting to make the move to retest the highs again. Vietnam is in a bullish trend. India is in a bullish trend. Australia is just consolidating, bullish consolidation pattern, and New Zealand is in a bullish trend. And then if you come here to North and South America, U.S. markets and Canada markets are bullish trending, along with Argentina. Mexico is no longer bullish trending. It was going for a pullback, but the downward movement that you've seen in the last couple of weeks has pretty much destroyed that, and it's pretty much entered a consolidation pattern. Brazil has come up to its major support, which is here, which is a major support level. We'll have to see what happens there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us here. I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Thank you.